So welcome back, Living Abundantly 360. My name is Melanin B, and this is part 4 about how my body made me vegan, and I didn't even know it. Okay, so I left off on part 3 talking about the doctor and the chemo. Yes, he was just like, this is what we're gonna try out as an option, and I'm sitting here like, I am not a guinea pig. You will not just try some shit out on me and see if it's gonna work. And we had not did any formal testing. We hadn't even got the results back from a thyroid test we did to even say that I had a certain type of thyroid disease, even though I knew I had an overactive thyroid, because that had been a problem I had since a child. My thyroid had been overactive. I used to can eat and eat and eat and eat and eat, wouldn't gain no weight. And people be thinking that's a good thing. No, no. Far from good. Far from good. But anyway, so I was pretty much kind of like left the conversation even sitting in his face like, okay, I'm not about to be talking to you about this chemo. You ain't even said I had the C word, but you're going to tell me I need to know. So I pretty much started putting my little stuff in the purse, putting my shoes on, and he was like, so you about to leave? Yeah, I'm not about to sit here and listen to this. I was all just disshuffled all over the place. So I walked out of the hospital crying. I mean, crying real tears. I got in my truck, and I was just like, this cannot be real. So once again, I was like, dang, I went back home. It hit me hard. I went back home and I started like watching some more videos about plant-based living, alkaline foods, how mucus make you sick, and how it keeps illnesses in your body, how cancer starts in the colon. I'm just like reading up and studying all these different things, but I had not yet to put it together that it was the food that I was putting in my body. And why I put food in quotations, because all of this stuff that we're eating is like byproducts and genetically modified, and a lot of it's not even food no more. So yeah, I went to the doctor. He told me that information. It was like, okay, this is not cool. Even though I was studying, I still was eating here and there bad stuff. Not even here and there, all the time. I take that back. All the time, because I hadn't cleaned out my diet. And I was eating emotionally because I was sad now. So I was like eating comfort food, and like it was just all types of chaos going on at that time. And then very shortly after that, I had got sick. I had got sick with the flu. And it was the worst type of flu that I had ever had. And I don't even get the flu that much. Like I said, I was a CNA, medication aid, and I had been doing that since I was like 16. And by this time I was 29, about to be 30, or 30, about to be 31. Whichever one it was, I had got the flu. And when I went to the doctor, she was like, yeah, you got like a new strain of the flu that we haven't even heard of yet. They stuck this long Q-tip up my nose. My whole body was in pain. I mean, I felt like I was dying. It was so scary to me that to know my body was so far gone sick that the flu had took me down. I mean, it took me down. So it was like that flu had got me down. I ended up giving it to my son because we lived together in close corners. So after I got healed, got my life together from the flu, I was like, you know what? All this information you watching, Brittany, start connecting these dots. You know what it is. It was the food. So what I did was went into my kitchen. Literally went in there into my kitchen and took every single thing out. I had a box in my hand and I was just going to the shelves, knocking things down like a mad woman. Like that scene in Waiting to Exhale, grabbing clothes off, putting them in the barrel, taking them outside. Honey, I was grabbing everything off the shelf. I'm looking at it, reading the ingredients, getting all in my body, talking about, and this ain't real, and they got us eating this, and you know, they didn't have us eating it. We was volunteering, but we didn't know how bad this stuff was. But yeah, by the time I got done cleaning out my whole kitchen, when I came back in, it was like a little bit of oatmeal on the floor here, some sugar on the floor here. You can tell like somebody came through and just wrecked it all up. Everything had to go. So all the food that I was like getting out of my kitchen, I was like, damn, why am I going to give this to somebody and I know this is what making me sick? But, lo and behold, a few people was like, I'll take it. Shoot, ain't nothing wrong with this. This is good, yada, yada, yada. So they took all the yada, yada, yada. And I was like, okay. I had my list from Dr. Sabi, all my alkaline foods. I went down from the vegetables, the fruit, the grains, the sweets. Everything he had on his list. I was like, I'm about to go to the store and I'm about to fill my house up with it. And that's what I did. I went to the major Whole Food stores in the neighborhood. Not in the neighborhood. It wasn't in my neighborhood. I had to go out west. You know how they do. Go out to the health food stores and started shopping. And when I got into the stores, I was like, dang. Not at the prices, because that was a little bit much. But, like, they had all the good stuff. Like, all the good stuff. I'm like, we ain't have none of this down in the hood, bro. Like, none. So I was like infatuated and everything. It was like a kid in a candy store. I think I went to the store in 4 days, like 5 times, because I went back twice in 1 day. But like I said, I had to get my whole entire kitchen back in up and running order. So I went and spent a lot of money. I kept all them receipts for about 6-7 days. I actually still got some of them because this is when I was kind of like, no, I wasn't into angel numbers, but it was weird how the numbers was like reading to me. Like one time my total was like 345 and the change was 56 cents. So 3, 4, 5, 6. I was like, oh snaps. But yeah, $345.56. Because, honey, I had to start from scratch. And I love to cook. And my son loves to eat. And we wasn't going to miss no meals. Because we ended up, what I did was started taking his lunch to school with him. Making it every day. Took my lunch to work with me every day. So I had to have meal ideas. And it was hard. I'm not going to lie. Because I was kind of like, okay, this is gross. This is not right. But it wasn't that it was gross. My palate was all off. I had a straight American beastie sugar salty diet. Like, I didn't like no bitters. I only like processed sugars. White sugar, you know what I'm saying? That artificial food, natural flavoring. Like, and I was not liking natural flavor. That was the crazy part. Like, it was my first time. Honestly, I'll keep it 100. It was my first time ever eating a salad. Yep. 2016 was my first time eating a salad. Like, and enjoying it. Before that, y'all, I was a straight carnivore. It was just, give me a meat salad, some sauteed chicken, baked chicken, and fried chicken with some grilled chicken, and throw some ranch on there, and shake it up. That's my salad. But, 2016, I was like, dang, I'm craving leafy green vegetables. My whole palate was just changing. So a lot of people didn't even believe it when I was like, yeah, I'm about to, if this salad up, I'm about to go hard. And I was like, let me see you take a bite. Sounds weird, but no, people was like, dang, it's real, huh? Yeah, it was real. I was still kind of like shocked. Like, dang, I'm really tearing these salads up. And because that's what I ended up going to for a while, was just like salads, because I couldn't put together a real life meal that I actually was like, all right, it's cool. But my son was doing a lot of like spelt bread with the good peanut butter, organic peanut butter, and the organic jelly, vegan pizzas. It was a lot of the same stuff, and I was just salading it up. And smoothies. And it was crazy because, like I said, I never ate a salad. And I was making all different kinds of salads, y'all. It was going crazy. I even actually started my business, my very first business, Sunkissed Organic Salad and Smoothies, which was a health food restaurant that I ran out of my house. August 1st is when I opened it up last year, 2016. And it was hot, honey. Everybody up in the O was like, hey, thank you. This is what we've been wanting. This is what we've been needing. And if I had never changed the way that I ate or even tried a salad, I wouldn't have never had my first business. And that business ended up like bringing me networking with a lot of different people and touching a lot of people's lives just by what they put into their stomachs. And it helped me as well to continuously educate myself on like the vegan lifestyle, the different greens that's good for you versus what's not good for you, hybrid versus not hybrids, because being vegan can be tricky. It's a lot of things out here, just because it's a fruit or a vegetable, we still shouldn't even be eating it. So I did a lot of educating myself and started my business up and everything. So being vegan changed my life. So my body was like, 2007 was like, okay, in 2016, you're going to be fully vegan. So from April 16th until like, I want to say August 31st, September 1st, I was straight on it, 100%. Real deal, Holyfield. And then a whole bunch of things happened in my personal life that had me like jumbled. Right, words don't make sense because what was going on didn't make no sense. But in between that time of me finding myself getting grounded again, I'll be honest, I had some slip ups. Nowhere near as bad as I was before I actually detoxed my body out and stuff, because in that period of time I did a 21-day detox where it was just all fruits and vegetables, and I was intaking them either through a smoothie or raw, or salads and water every day for 21 days. Water, fruit, and salads and smoothies. And like, I was hungry. I lost a lot of weight, but I went from 176 to 144, but it was needed. And I'm happy I did, because when I went through my trying times, my up and downs, I was eating again out of comfort, out of emotion sometimes, and my body would have easily went back into attack mode, but the buildup wasn't as bad. Like, you know how when you clean out some pipes and it be all rusty, tight like this, but then you clean it out, and then as time go over again, it get more rusted again, and you got to clean it out. Well, that's kind of what was happening when I went through my down phase and up and down between like September and freaking October, November. So it was about 90 days, maybe 120 days. And then I got my life back together. I got back on my health kick. I was good. But in that time, like, it could have been bad, especially with the information that I knew about what was going on with my body. For me to even let my emotion get the best of me was still kind of crazy. And I'm still sharing this information with people about how this is, how that. But it happened. It was, it was my life. I'm not embarrassed about it. I'm not ashamed or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm still very, very healthy. I was still very, very healthy at that time, even though, I was doing some things out of the normal. Like, I stopped using the hashtag vegan. I would just put hashtag healthy. Health is wealth. Balance is everything. But, yeah, because being vegan, honey, they was not playing. If you eat honey, you can't hashtag vegan. They come for you. I got schooled by a real true veganeer. She thug life me. I was like, okay, I got you, sister. I got you. But, so, anyway, yeah, that was it. You know what I'm saying? My son, he transitioned well. Long as I found a way to make him some macaroni and cheese, he was good. But I ain't gonna lie, the first couple of batches was gross. I was like, just eat it. I was so wrong. But, yeah, I'm happy that I got better. I'm happy that I stuck with it, because now here I am on YouTube telling you guys about how my body made me vegan and I didn't even know it. So, yeah, no chemo, no radiation, none of that. I just had to literally clean my body up, get all of that stuff out my body, and replenish it with all the stuff that it needs so my body can function at its highest potential, or I can be the best me I can be. And so that's like part 4 on how I became like vegan. And once I got like good with it, opened up the restaurant and yada, yada, yada. So thank you for tuning in to that portion of my life, to how I was able to become vegan and why I became vegan. And why I'm living by it now, because, man, changed my life, saved my life. Ain't no telling what I would be, or where I would be, if I just kept eating like all those byproducts and fried foods that, that I used to love. Man, taking Benadryl just to eat a burger and fry. Like, who in the hell? Anyway, you know, we all do certain things, you know what I'm saying? Like, and this was crazy too. I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all in on this part. When I quit